It says it's live. Cool. Okay, so hopefully other people might come while this is happening. But otherwise, we're just gonna get started with words. Hi, I'm Tren, and pronouns are they, them things, and you could also introduce yourself now.
I'm Liz, and female pronouns.
Cool. So, first chapter of Philosopher's / Sorcerer's Stone, which is The Boy Who Lived. Sure, let's just jump in. Actually, since we were talking about leaving the child on the doorstep stuff, or
Yes.
we could just continue that.
Let's start there.
Let's start there. It's a good place to start. We can start at the end of the chapter and go backwards. So, we open up this children's book, and the first thing that happens in the first chapter is that some adults go and leave a child on a doorstep, alone, in the cold, with a letter.
Yep.
And that is
because
apparently...
of a murder, also.
Pardon?
Because of a murder, also. I feel like that's important, too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's very frustrating. What it baffles me is that... So, you have 3 grown-ups whose jobs are working with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Who make this terrible decision to leave a child on a doorstep without really, even determining whether or not this is a good idea. Is this a safe place for the child to be? Dumbledore just assumes. McGonagall has a couple questions about it. She's like, I've seen these people. And Dumbledore's like, shh, McGonagall, I'm Dumbledore, don't question me. I really don't like this scene. I don't know. What'd you get out of the...
Well, I guess, I don't know. And I was also thinking, later we find out that Privet Drive and, living with the Dursleys has the whole, protection spell thing going on. And I was wondering, does Dumbledore already know about this? And, that's what he's trying to do is, keep Harry protected? Because if that's the case, then this makes even less sense that he would, just drop him off.
Maybe as soon as he's on the doorstep, the magic works? But what I don't know is, how does Dumbledore know how Lily died? How does anyone?
Yeah.
I just thought about that. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
In the house who didn't die? Did baby Harry tell him? Baby Harry, oh bro, this is what happened.
So literally, Voldemort and Harry are the only ones who know.
Yeah, okay, I just found a really major plot hole then.
Oh no!
Dear J.K. Rowling.
Did we just, puncture the entire plot of these 7 books?
This is a very important plot hole, too. And by the way, I think that the whole thing is nonsense. The whole spell, the Harry calling the Dursleys home, he doesn't. He says,
Yeah.
I don't remember if this is in the books, but at the end of the first movie, he's like, I'm not going home. Not really.
Yeah.
How can you not call it home? And yet, I don't know.
I guess I was just I don't know, so they wrote this letter, and we don't know what's in the letter. We never find out what's in the letter, do we, exactly? I'm assuming it's your sister and brother-in-law died, here's your nephew, you need to, let him live in your house so that this evil wizard guy doesn't kill him.
I feel like there's something in there more significant than that.
Yeah.
So there's there's the Humbler? The Humbler. What is a Humbler? Humbler.
Yeah.
That was a Howler Tumbler became Humbler.
Oh
a Howler that Dumbledore says is remember my last, Petunia, or something?
Yeah.
Or Petunia, remember my last? And we never get an explanation about that, I don't think.
Right, but it refers to this letter, we assume.
Yeah, we assume. So maybe in there, Dumbledore's like, blah, 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 serious things that totally change your mind about taking in this child.
But why does he put it in a letter, and why does he not just ring the doorbell and talk to Petunia? Like, I feel like that would make everything a lot more certain. Like, how he can't be sure leaving the letter that she's not just gonna, like, ignore the letter and, like, take Harry to an orphanage or something.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why he doesn't just talk to her. If it can be explained in a letter, it can be explained with your words.
Yeah, I don't understand either. Just, I, Dumbledore, what are you doing? I don't understand.
Yeah, and why, like, McGonagall tries to protest, and then Dumbledore shuts her down, and she's just like, okay. And then, like, Hagrid doesn't even try to say anything.
Yeah, well, what Hagrid says is,
Yeah, Hagrid's just crying, so he's too busy to object.
Hello, you've joined us while we're talking about leaving the baby on the doorstep and why we think this was a terrible idea.
Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking, terrifying.
Well, you know, the
Irresponsible.
baby doesn't know.
Well, I'm terrified as somebody watching this happen and all the ways this could have gone wrong.
That was the point. Nobody watched it happen. They had all the lights out. Nobody saw
yes.
it. It was fine. If nobody sees it, you know. Liz, I haven't met you before. I'm Katie.
Bye.
Hi. Trent, I've met you before.
Hi. Oh,
All right.
Yeah, just come in. You can just say your name and pronouns. You've already said your name, though.
Hello. She and her are
Cool.
my pronouns.
Yeah. Just making it a normal thing.
Yeah.
Talk about pronouns, because why should it not be normal?
It's all good.
Yeah,
So
so
leaving the baby on the doorstep, irresponsible.
yes, and
I agree.
I'm also just confused as to why this is Dumbledore's decision to make and not like a ministry. There's no.
I was thinking about that. I have to assume there's something you can do with, you know, wizard kids who don't have parents, but I feel like in the story, in the plot, it gets explained because Dumbledore knew a lot more than anybody else, and I feel like maybe he knew, like, oh, Harry has to be with somebody from his mother's bloodline in order to be protected.
Well, and I feel like, doesn't Hagrid just come and, like, snatch Harry from the ruins of the house? Like,
Yeah.
before anyone else can get to him? So maybe, like, if he hadn't done that, like, Wizard Child Protective Services would have shown up and done something normal with Harry. But, like, Dumbledore was like, no, he has to do this, so Hagrid go get him.
They were operating outside the system.
Yeah.
I'm really curious who the first one to know what happened was. Like, who was the first person, and how did he get? I want
it had to be, like, a neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
But didn't they live near, like? Well, no, they were Godric 12 was all wizards, but there were Muggles nearby,
Yeah.
right? Because they said something about like before the Muggles came or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a wizarding enclave inside of a Muggle larger setup.
Yeah, which is also an interesting thing to think about in terms of like parallels with real world enclaves and kind of looking at the like wizarding communities as like a minority population.
Yeah, like as like a race or ethnicity or something almost.
Mhm.
Yeah, or like a Jewish enclave in certain areas, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like whatever like identity is binding people together, just being in enclaves, or even like a neighborhood. Maybe the wizarding enclave is a neighborhood.
They are pretty fabulous.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Which makes me want to go off on a tangent about when I was rereading it. One of the things I thought of when I was reading Dursley talking about James was when he referred to James as like his good for nothing husband.
Mhm.
Suddenly, oh my gosh, he's totally racist. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the fictional equivalent of racist because had thought negatively of somebody else in the family was dating based on like race probably, like it wasn't explicitly said, but you were kind of like, that's what's going on there.
Hmm. That's I've read that as like one of the arguments for like why Harry is actually biracial.
Yeah, I've been seeing that like going around Tumblr recently, and I've been very intrigued by it.
I think it's a really good. I think like it holds up.
It does, and it like that's been making me think about like the fact that like when I read books, if it doesn't like explicitly mention it, I just automatically read the characters as white.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh no, like why? Um, I do
I'd
that definitely.
yeah.
It just was like, I hear sound.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Is it working now?
You are a
Maybe
black
not.
screen, but I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, my computer just kind of froze.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I
Too
don't know if
much
I got cut off.
excitement.
Yeah.
Did they totally cut out?
I think maybe.
Reload. Not too much. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Well, they'll come back eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm trying
I
to.
can hear you. I'm frozen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we
can.
just heard you say you can hear us.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
This is like talking to a ghost. Like you just don't know when the sound's gonna come in or where it's coming from.
Well, we'll just roll with it.
You know, I don't think that's true. Usually you see the ghost. You know, nearly head to Snick, you usually know when the sound's gonna come.
No, I guess that's true.
True.
How
I
do
think it's
ghosts
getting
produce
better.
sound?
Oh
Nice.
man.
I went to a drink and draw last night, and they have like models there that rotate out, and this one girl came up and she was like so angelic looking, and I was like, oh nice, this is gonna be awesome to draw. And then I drew her and I looked nothing like her, and it looked like Moaning Myrtle. Like it looked like her face was being sucked back, and I was like, oh my god, she's Moaning Myrtle and she's totally coming out of the toilet. So that's good. Where's everybody else? I guess we can't know.
I don't know. Have we completely lost Tren at the moment?
I think so.
Okay.
They'll come back.
Anyways, oh yes. So like person of color James is very interesting to me.
Mhm. I feel, yeah, the thing on Tumblr, did you see, like, they're saying, like, that's also an argument for why it's such a big deal that people are always like, but you have your mother's eyes, and, like, having green eyes.
Oh, because it's like kind of unusual because
Yeah.
he's biracial. Yeah. No, I hadn't seen that. Hello.
I see somebody.
Hi. I just joined in.
Hello, other Katie.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. I think my computer's completely froze, so I have my phone on.
Oh, okay.
Nice. We were just talking about Lily's green eyes, and, like, why that would be a significant thing if Harry was biracial. If he was like particularly dark skinned and he had green eyes, that would be like an unusual thing, and I could see people commenting on it a lot
Yeah.
because it's literally like the only thing anybody ever has to say about him.
They're like,
Yeah,
you
that's
look like your father, but your eyes.
you're right.
Shocking.
So basically, they're saying you're dark-skinned but have green eyes. That's definitely an interesting reading of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It totally fit for just being racist when the description
Yeah,
says,
when
oh,
Vernon says he's like good for nothing, and
he's not like us. What would the neighbors say? We don't
yeah,
want Dudley mixing with a kid like that.
Yeah, it was the kid like that line that I picked up on, and I was like, ooh.
Hmm. Technical difficulties.
of course.
I still not things, words, things. Come on,
Some-
mouse, do the.
Something just happened there.
On my end?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm reloading on my computer, but
Okay.
Say hi to the internet.
the entire internet, all of the internet are watching
The whole
us.
internet is watching you right
That's
now.
why it's having such troubles.
Yeah,
It's a lot of people in one space.
yeah, it's really intense. But I'm gonna pull up questions while
Yeah, I was looking around too.
Hmm?
questions.
Yeah. No. It was open when I got back, and I got back like 15 minutes ago.
Okay. I thought it was open.
Oh, one of the other things in terms of like prejudices that I thought about while reading, um, is my phone just quiet or can I not hear anything?
I don't know.
Oh, I could almost hear what you said. I heard an I don't know.
Need some headphones.
Yeah. Just need to. Oh wait, it's restarting my computer finally. So maybe I'll just turn this off now.